Perfect Panda. Macca, are you doing a potato and turnip mash? I certainly am, Macca. Welcome to the channel. How are you doing, my friend? Yes, we're doing a turnip and potato mash with a little bit of thyme in there. It's on the stove, as you can just about see at the front left. At the back right, we've got potatoes here for our roasties. They are coming up to the boil. Then we're going to drain them off. We're going to fluff them up into what's it called? I'm going to fluff them up with a colander, which I've got here. I'm going to dry a little bit up, do a bit of washing. I'm going to check on the pork in a second, actually. Had about 2 hours now. So, you know, don't want to overcook it, but I want to have a look at it now. So watch your face when you open the oven door, guys. It's very, very hot. You know, it's... Oh my god, look at that juicy bad boy. Oh, watch my fingers. It's very hot, so I need to make sure the towel is dry. What are you after? What do you want? Oh. I thought you were... I know it smells lovely. It smells delicious. I didn't know if you wanted something, if you needed a spoon or something. Okay. It's coming on beautifully. Nearly burnt my hand on this, guys. Where's me oven cloth? There we go. Yeah, this tree gets really, really hot, so... I'm not gonna lie, guys. It is fantastic. Look at that bad boy, okay? I know the camera's a bit close. I do apologise. Deliciousness of that pork. Oh, well, let's not burn the lead and cut you off from the camera, shall we? That would have been quite funny. Right, I'm going to give him a probe. See what we're looking like. I love how my stream name messes English folks up. I know, right? Perfect Panda. And I was thinking, shall I call her Perfect Panda or he or she or whichever you are? Because I don't know, I'm not psychic. Oh my god, I need this. What are you going to cook the roasties in? Goose fat. I'm actually going to use the pork fat at the bottom of this tray to cook the potatoes in. You can use goose fat. It's a great ideal, but I'm using the fat from the pork, which is going to complement the dish even more. So, yum 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 yum. Probe. Right. See how we're looking on this bad boy then. Hey, I'm upside down. There we go. I think she is done. Yeah, I'm not going to give this any longer, to be honest with you. It's on 65 now. Push you in a little bit further. Oh, perfect. 67, which is what you want. 2 hours. Bob's your uncle. Look at that crackling there, guys. Oh. There's just the salt flaking off it. It's just beautiful. Really. Yes, I'm going to do it because I want to. That's going to be extremely hot. I'm going to let that chill. So, our beautiful pork is ready. That is delicious. So we're going to let that rest up. When you take joints of stuff... Oh, our potatoes. Don't forget about them. I don't think they're okay. I'm just going to double check them. When you're boiling potatoes like this, you've got to keep an eye on them very quickly because otherwise... Are they okay? Yes, they're fine. They're still hard. That's fine. They don't need long boiling, but sometimes they need only like a couple of minutes or so. Yeah, we're gonna... When you take a pork, a joint out, or a joint of whatever it is, you usually want to let it rest because it will all still carry on cooking because when it's resting, that heat inside is still cooking the meat. So that should be optimal, beautiful temperature. Some dim sum. Thank you, my friend. Thank you so much for the follow, guys. You are so kind for the follows today. How are you doing, dim sum? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I certainly am. We're having a delicious treat day today. So I hope you're going to enjoy the channel. Guys, welcome dim sum. Please make him feel welcome in the channel. I really want to try this crackling, guys. I don't need to say anything, do I, guys? You just heard how good that crackling is. That is a beast. Not gonna lie to you guys, that is delicious. Right, we're gonna let that bad boy rest. See, this is where I get that garlic and sage. Oh wow. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my god. We're in for a treat today, I'm telling you now. Telling you now, this is going to be delicious. Right, going to keep an eye on these taters because they don't take long. Don't want to soften them up too much, but enough so they can fluff. What I mean by that, you'll see what I mean. When you shake them in the pan, they'll start fluffing up, that's what I mean. But not breaking apart. Speaking of dim sum, I think that every chef's nightmare to make. Even for every experienced chef that never made them, of course. If you mean to make them professionally and correctly, then probably, yeah. I wouldn't say every chef, because people... Where are they originally from? China or Vietnamese or... Japanese or Chinese? I don't know. Anyway, see, even I don't even know. People who are born there to learn the actual techniques, you know, they'll do it properly. It's like our dishes. If I told you how to make a pork pie and you didn't come from Britain or whatever, probably a lot of people from Britain, well, I'm not putting it across this. Chefs in different regions learn their own, majority of the time, learn their own cultures, experience their kind of foods. So, I mean, yeah, a lot of chefs don't, but there are some that do learn it properly and they do make them correctly. But you are right, there are a lot of people who probably don't know how to make dim sum. I certainly don't. I've never really made dim sum from scratch. I think maybe once in my life, but I don't think I probably did it properly. Who knows? It's not our kind of forte or food that we kind of make, really. It's just like, you know, we have now and again. But yeah, I definitely agree with you though, Panda. China, I believe. There you go. I thought it was somewhere in Asia. I can't remember off the top of my head. Right, so we've got these delicious, look at this beautiful fat deliciousness. We're going to take, what we're going to do, I'm actually going to tip all that fat. Right, these potatoes, these are done, right? Just about. I'm going to need to cut parsnips up as well. Parsnips, which are here. I'm going to need to get them in with the roasting potatoes. So I'm going to put my meat over here. I'll show you the meat in a bit, guys. I'm just going to let it chillax for a bit. I'm going to move this board out of the way. Let me juggle things around. The only problem with this, because I've only got one board to keep things hot. You know, it's a bit of a nightmare to put things on. So that's cooled down. That can go on the surface now. That meat can go on my book. Laptop, look after the collie cheese. There we go. What I'm going to do, very quickly, I've just pulled those potatoes off because they're almost there. I'm not going to leave them on the stove any longer, otherwise, by the time I turn around, they're going to be too soft. So I'm just going to leave them a minute or two in the hot water, just to finish cooking. So this is parsnips. I'm going to go crazy with it. I'm going to take the cores out. A lot of people roast them in honey. Personally, I'm not a big fan. I don't know why. I know parsnips are quite sweet, but I'm not a big fan of honey parsnips. I'm really not. I don't know why. I'm just not. So I like to roast mine normal. I don't like to douse them in honey, douse them in this, douse them in that. I mean, you guys can if you want. That option's there for you if you really want to. But I certainly don't. Cook for fun. How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the channel. Dim sum is difficult to make even for Cantonese chefs. It's probably a right art to it. I've never really given it a go, and I've really not really looked into it much. I'm pretty sure I have made it before, but it probably wasn't even like from scratch. I don't know. I can't remember doing it much. But yeah, it's an art to it, I guess, and if you want them coming out as a high standard as they should do. You know, as I said, different chefs from different cultures learn their own foods first before others, usually, majority of the time. I'm not saying it always is, but that's usually what happens. Like me, I know more British dishes rather than the rest, but I also know a lot of French dishes because, you know, I did a lot of French cuisine as well in my career. I know some Japanese dishes. You know, it all depends down on your experience, what you can do, you know. So, it all depends. Oh boy, I just found my new favourite streamer. Welcome, Misanthrope Atheist. Have I said that right? I hope I really have. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hope you're doing good. I would call practice more than repetition. Yeah, it's just practice. I mean, once you practice something, you know, you eventually get there. It's all about practice and confidence, you know. Man, I'm so disappointed I had carrots and parsnips coming from the farm and an overnight freeze between harvest, and when I got them they turned them floppy and mushy. Oh, that sucks, man. I hate it when, you know, vegetables aren't to their best of quality, but sometimes the weather does it to us and there's nothing you can do about it. It does suck. It does. It's not very nice. It really is a bit poo. But, you know, sometimes these things happen. It's just the way the weather rolls, I'm afraid. I'm great, thank you. Good to hear. Cook for fun. Had to get a replacement from the grocery store. Had to, which is fine, but not the same as fresh. Yeah, totally pickle. I totally understand you. Was going to use them with the chuck roast. That chuck roast does sound delicious. Oh, there you go. Now you guys can see it. Mine. Sorry about the little missing crackle part. Don't know who ate that. Sorry, I got a little bit hungry, guys. I wanted to try the crackling, so, you know, it was good. You could probably hear it, me crunching on it. Very nice. Delicious. Shoulder of pork. Oh, I want to eat it now, but we can't, unfortunately. So, got our parsnips. Got our potatoes, which I think I'm going to give them a bit longer. I may have just took them off a little bit too quick, which is fine by me. I can just put it back on and just give them a quick blast. I might blanch these off as well, actually. I don't know if I've got a spare pan, which I don't. So, no, because I don't want the potato